Hello, everyone. Welcome to the next episode of Voices of West Windsor. Um, as you must be watching our episodes wherein we have been doing different voices which have made a difference in the community in our West Windsor. So it is just a small collaboration between SR Mosaic and Historical Society of West Windsor, Mosaic and Historical Society of West Windsor. And right now with me is Mr. Kash Delory, and he is the second Vice District Governor of Lions Club. And I know him for a very long time. He has been in this community and has been doing a commendable job in the West Windsor. So thank you, Kash, for joining us today.
You're welcome.
Yes, so Kash, so first of all, I would like to know about what does West Windsor mean to you?
Well, thank you, Shika, for giving me the opportunity to present myself and my thoughts and my journey of West Windsor for the last some 30-some years. I moved here in 1988. The first thing which comes to me, one liner will be like, it's a home away from home. You know, although I came to the United States in 1976, but I was settling down, and finally back in 88, when I moved to West Windsor, I felt that I am now home. This is my final home. So that was a great feeling. And the best of all, my kids grew up here, 3 kids, my daughter and my 2 daughters and 1 son. And they still have memories, vivid memories of the house, first house of West Windsor, which was right behind the McCaffreys. And whenever they come, in the early days, although I moved a couple of houses afterwards, but they will by mistake go to that house which is behind the McCaffreys. So it's like a home away from home. It's as if India was never my home. This is my home. So it's a great feeling, a lot of bonding with the town and with the people and with the culture here.
So what makes West Windsor unique?
West Windsor, its character makes it unique. West Windsor is an amazing, amazing town. You talk about his infrastructure, its cultures, its farms, its open lands, the police department. No one like that. You know, they are like all families, like a family policing. Not we need to hire somebody from outside. It's like feeling at home all the time. Train station, its accessibility to New York, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, everywhere. You can have Amtrak service. I mean, where else can you find this kind of thing? And above all, the school excellence. Everybody wants to fulfill what they could not fulfill for them. They want their dreams to be realized. So their children get higher education and better education and the best education. And those facilities are all here.
Yes, true. I totally agree with you. And that's a pretty much reason that we are here for my kids, and a lot of my friends are here because of that reason. Very well said. So where do you see yourself in the community of West Windsor?
Well, frankly speaking, I'm very fortunate to be part of the West Windsor, because no matter where I go, I will find a friend. And reason being because of my own personal nature, my own personal character, my own services to the town. I have been involved in many facets of the town. Made the school a year-round committee when there was a big influx of students coming in, and we were thinking, hey, how we can absorb all this volume of students. So that was a tough one, and I have served the town on affordable housing committee for a couple of years. I've been involved in the West Windsor Lions Club. No matter where I go, although I moved away from the West Windsor, but my heart is always here. I lived in Franklin Township for a couple of years, New Brunswick for 5 years for personal reasons. But always my connections were with West Windsor Township. I will make all the meetings, regardless of where I am, The meetings were all, this is like hub, it's like a home, like I mentioned before. So that continues on. A very funny situation I will share with you. It was my daughter's wedding, 2005.
Mm-hmm.
And part of my speech at the wedding, guess what I was talking about? West Windsor Township. Our mayor was one of our guests. Singh Fushia was the mayor back then, and he was also a guest. His wife was attending the wedding also as well. But I was like admiring West Windsor, what he's given me, and my children are so lucky to be raised in West Windsor Township. So there was like half of the speech was all about West Windsor Police, West Windsor Fire, West Windsor Rescue. I mean, because I had friends. I was so connected with everybody there.
Yeah, yeah.
And the Lions Club gave me the avenue to connect to all these people, because here, when you provide service, you will provide some benefit to some entity.
Yeah.
That goes noticed. It never goes unnoticed. People admire you for what you do.
Yeah.
So it was amazing. We did fundraisings for the West Windsor. West Windsor Gives Back recently. I sold $4,800 worth of raffle tickets, going door to door, $10 a ticket. So that means we sold about 4,800 tickets to raise that kind of money. I'm sorry, 480 tickets to raise $4,800. Raise money for the fire department, raise money for the libraries. It's called Friends of West Windsor Library. I raised going back many years ago, 20-some years ago. Raised money for the West Windsor Police, going back when Tom Frischella was our mayor. There was some budget constraint on the police department, and happened to know Chief back those days. And Chief, what can I do for you? What can our organization do for you? So he said, well, I'm sure you read in the paper, we are going through tough budgets, sanctions, and so on. So we raised like 7,500 single-handedly, 7,500, and I was like so passionate to do this job.
What's a word that comes to your mind when you think of West Windsor?
One word?
One word.
Excellence.
Oh, wow.
Excellence. Its excellence is known to the world, not just West Windsor residents only, believe me. Early on, going back, I was traveling. I go to India almost every year.
Mm-hmm.
And this is back in 90s. I said, when somebody asks where you live in USA, well, near Princeton, it's a town called West Windsor Township. They know the schools. They know what West Windsor stands for. Excellent schools, excellent school. Going back those days even. So we are doing better every year, excelling. We are really reaching new horizons. So it's excellence in our EMT departments, in schooling, in infrastructure. You cannot match. You cannot go to Edison, go to Trenton. You will never find these open roadways and nice train lines and everything like so organized and very well taken care of.
Yes.
It's an amazing town. And you will not find like ghettos or rundown houses or anything. Everything is very nicely appointed, thanks to our planning board and our zoning boards, and they're doing phenomenal jobs. Thanks to our mayors, really, they have been doing phenomenal jobs, no matter what they come from, what backgrounds they have, what political affiliation they might have, but we are all doing amazing job. But while we're here, let me tell you something. A history was made back in, I think, 1993 or 1994.
Mm-hmm.
It used to be a partisan politics before. Means Republicans or Democrats.
Yeah.
And if the Republicans, they will choose their own mayor. If it's a Democrat, they will choose their own mayor.
Mm-hmm.
But that changed back in 1993. It's by induction of something called mayor council form of the government.
Oh, okay.
And now our mayor is the executive power.
Mm-hmm.
But the legislative power is with the council.
Mm-hmm.
The council could be a combination of both.
Yeah.
There are members who are the Democrat, there are members who are Republicans.
Correct.
So they all come united, they form united legislation.
Yes.
This is amazing.
Yeah, no.
That's how we excel. By bringing the transparency, by bringing the, this really a transparency thing. Now, it's no longer that only one political party will run and the muscle, that's not the case anymore. So we all have right to say what we have to say, and our representatives, our council people will reflect on those things.
Well, very well said. And so, where do you see West Windsor in 30 years? And where do you want to see West Windsor in 30 years? Where do you see?
Well, since I've been here over 30 years, so I know what West Windsor has happened, what was it like 30 years ago, what is it today, and hopefully I can make some perception what I would see happening in the next 30 years. When I came to West Windsor in 1988, the population was 15,000. Do you know what's the population today? Almost 30,000.
Wow.
Yeah. So every 10 years, in 30 years, the population has doubled.
Mm-hmm.
If that is a basis, you can very well imagine the population will be double again in next 30 years.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So we talk about 50 to 60,000 people.
Yeah.
In coming 30 years.
Yes.
So what we can do, I think our schools are inundated already. They are flooded with the population. You see all the schools are expanding because they know more people are coming, more family bearing kids bearing families are coming here. And that's been the character of West Windsor all along, all 30 years. When we came here back in the 80s, there were a lot of Orientals and mostly Japanese over here. So many Japanese around West Windsor Township. And then came more Chinese, and then came Indians. Now Asians and Indians combined, and they are almost 50%, 45% population.
What do you think, and how West Windsor can improve?
Well, great question. Don't know if I have the answer. I don't know if anybody has the answer, but we all do what with 2 cents for what we can do.
Yeah.
First of all, what was done back then in 90s to have a mayor council form of the government so that one particular party does not take advantage of this situation. So we had the mayor council form, which is very good. Affordable housing is amazing that we are doing it. That's bring those lower income housing people there. The way to improve is, our senior population, the aging population is leaving our towns, right? Because they are living on Social Security and pensions.
Mm-hmm.
And not heck of a lot of people have that Social Security and pensions also, because they never work for government jobs or the companies where they paid the pensions. So they cannot survive on that limited amount of income, and they have no choice but to leave the town. And what that means, that house which they vacate will be filled in by a family of childbearing families. That's why more and more families with children are coming here, because the houses which were owned by earlier generation are being emptied. So this thought has been going on for decades now, how to give incentives to keep our senior citizen population back in the town. And I hope they take some concrete steps to do something, give them some extra incentives, maybe lower property taxes, maybe, or other form of taxes, give them more services, senior citizen services, social services, so that they continue to stay here and enjoy it. Instead of the dilemma is here. Although I would like to give my house to my son or daughter, but they have a different mindset. Although they love this town, but it's like a hippie culture. They want to be close to New York, where the action is, where the bars and the food and restaurants are there. So that's not going to happen. So only way we can control the population, control the services, and control the population of schools, is to have extra incentives to the senior citizens. Of course, I'll benefit. I'm not being selfish, but I'm just saying this is a part of the solution.
And Yeah, I kind of agree with you because we stay here, we give everything to this place. We, as you said, home away from home, and you don't want to leave your home at the age when you really need that kind of a.
You know how many percent of the population, which is above 70, lives in our town? Only 3% population.
Wow.
The median age is 40 years in our town.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Average
Yeah.
is median age is 40 years.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the people in the group of I said 25 to which I read a while back, so I don't remember now, but approximately the 25 to let's say 60, not 60, 50 is like
Yeah.
big chunk. You talk about maybe 50%, 60% population.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Because of the school, you come here as
yeah.
soon as your kids
This
are
this,
out.
this is
Yeah.
called actually West Windsor has been named a transition town.
Mm-hmm.
People come here for the schooling for the kids.
Yes.
After they're done, many just walk away.
Yeah.
They another generation gap, and that's it. They're gone. But they want to see where what's best for them and where the
Yeah.
taxes are not too high and where it's
Yeah.
affordable and where more openness. Our town is shrinking really in terms of the openness, right? Although we have open space committee here in our town,
Mm-hmm.
and we are very fortunate. We surrounded by a lot of farms, but it's a matter of time. In 30 years, probably they will be cut in half. Believe me, it's
Yeah.
going to happen.
The way we are growing,
Yeah,
and I
exactly.
kind of, yeah, yeah, no, you're right, of course.
Yeah.
So, is there someone in this town who has inspired you?
Well, you inspired me, but
Way too. Oh
but
my God.
no, we know. Don't
Yeah.
take me wrong. I really mean it because everybody inspires one way or the other person. That's how it ignites a fire, right? You keep going. But one name which comes to my mind is Ray Roder. I don't know if you know her name even. Ray Roder. She was member of our West Windsor Lions Club till the day she died at the age of 74.
Oh, wow.
Ray Roder was a chairperson of the Democratic National Party
Mm-hmm.
of the Mercer County, or let's say, I don't know, I think Mercer County area. And later part of her life, she became the president of the Communication Workers of America
Mm-hmm.
for
Mm-hmm.
the state of New Jersey. She was also an equal education group, provide equal education opportunity to everybody. Yeah, it's called EEO, is equal education opportunity. She headed that also. She was the reason why we formed Indian Voice of West Windsor back those days. She was doing her, back those days, people door knocking, politicians used to really visit every household.
Yeah.
Door knocked at my house and she says, Kash, you guys, I see population of Indians in growing up. So why don't you get together and form some group where you can educate each other, where
Mm-hmm.
you can encourage them to participate in the civic responsibilities of the town around the town, and be part of the town. That's how Indian Voice of West Windsor came into being.
Wow.
She was the reason.
Wow.
And I admire her because she told us the strength lies in numbers. So if you get united, you will be heard. If
Wow.
you are united, if you are a big group, let's say you are 200 families here,
Mm-hmm.
and politicians will listen to you, your
Yeah.
needs, every culture brings something with them, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
you can take the man out of the country, but not the country out of the man. So
Yes.
you bring your culture in here, and certain things may not be as heartwarming to other people as you might think. So that was the concept behind it. That was the reason behind it. We formed Indian Voice of West Windsor back those days. So she was amazing personality, amazing. And even to the last day, we had raffle tickets every year. She
Yes.
will buy 10 raffle tickets, and she would then send the membership dues on the first week, second week of these dues notices. And she would buy 10. This is a good club. I believe in it. My heart and soul is in it. That's how she was. Amazing.
So what are your perspectives on the growth of West Windsor since you moved in?
I think this is amazing, amazing town. We
Mhm.
we have not heard anybody who is not happy living in our town.
Yeah.
That's the best thing. I have not heard people complaining about any of the services in town. I mean, you go to different towns. Here
Hmm.
we have garbage pickup twice a week. Many towns don't have those services. They only have once a week. Some town even do twice, once in 2 weeks or 10 days, something. Yeah, there are
Hmm.
towns.
Yeah.
So we are very fortunate to be part of this town.
Hmm.
Uh, I think the values we follow, they are cherished by everybody, not
Hmm.
just, there's no partisan politics anymore here in this
Yes.
town. So
Yeah.
this is amazing.
Yes. So the same question that I asked you above will be now about demographics. So what do you think is the perspective on the demographics of?
Well, demographic, I mentioned before,
Yes.
we are senior population is dwindling. It's less than 3% now in our town.
Yeah.
Our
Yeah.
population has doubled in the last 30 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
From 15,000 to almost 13,000 now.
Yeah.
Uh, the median income is amazing, 175,000 or maybe $180,000. That's
Yeah.
the median income of in our family here,
Yes.
which is awesome. But at the same time, let's not forget the people below us, people who are less fortunate than us.
Mm-hmm.
They need a place to live as well.
Yeah.
If you don't give them opportunity, they will always be there and they will never rise. So
Yeah.
we should definitely do something about addressing that issue. I think we should definitely be a proponent of the affordable housing, provide more housing to underprivileged people. People may not like it, but that's the hard truth. But I'm saying it's very important to be a homogeneous society.
Yes,
We
that's
should be
correct.
holistic about everything, right? Homogeneity has virtues in it, has values in it, and there's love and affection in it. So that's the thing.
Yes.
So
So
we got to take care of our elders, and we got to take care of our people who provide us services. It's very important,
mm,
and for that reason, I think affordable housing is doing a phenomenal job, and I hope they continue to do that.
yeah, and yes, that's true. So now I would like to know something about Lions Club because I know that West Windsor Lions Club has been here for the past like 70 years. So I would
1952, 1952, almost
1952.
68 years. Yeah, you're right. My God, you know
Yeah.
better than me. That's good.
Yeah, I
That's what
just
that's why we call you Lion King. Remember,
yes,
King Lion, not Lion King. I'm sorry, King
yeah,
Lion.
King Lion. So I wanted to know about that. What role do you see the Lions Club playing in West Windsor's cultural and social fabric?
Well, first of all, let me say a couple of words about West Windsor Lions Club. We are
Mm-hmm,
a small entity of a very big picture. It's called Lions Club International,
mm-hmm,
which is the largest service organization in the world. If you probably heard of the name Rotary Clubs and the Lions Club, they are pretty much very large organizations in the world. Lions Club International is over 210 countries. I never believed that until I went to the centennial year, the 100th anniversary of the Lions Club International in Chicago, and all the countries were there. Oh, I was so happy. You have no idea what my cheeks were like twice of your size. You know, they were so, I was so happy. So happy. My wife and we really treasured that. We treasure memory of all that event.
yes.
There were people from every tiny country and every big country. Everybody was there.
Mm-hmm,
Good to see that. So Lions Club uh, will always be in the fabric of any society given. It's given now because we are all over. Every country has it.
mm-hmm,
And the reason is our presence is that we give back. We serve. That's our motto, right? We serve. And We provide services, we provide help where is needed. They're saying where there's a need, there's a lion. So the fact is that because we are everywhere, that's why the lions, if earthquake is there somewhere or tsunami is there, the local club will take over and the international will support them in providing services and financial help as well. Because we have 1.4 million people and we pay $43 per year membership dues. If you multiply 1.4 times 40, we have $50 million right there.
Yes.
This is not counting any donations coming to us.
Yeah, right.
So we're talking, we can push the money, help where it's needed. And that's why we have, it's called something called Charitable Foundation, which you donate money and 100% of the money goes towards the causes.
Yes.
100%, not 99.5 or 99.9.
Yeah.
The reason being that the $43 annual membership dues, it pays for all the overheads.
Yeah.
They suffice, all of those. And they grow, as a matter of fact. There's some still left over there. So West Windsor Lions Club is not going away anywhere, no matter when you call it, 20 years, 30 years, or 50 years, it will always be there. We are part of the social fabric of the town. We are part of the history of the town. If you notice, because our 5 main goals, projects for the Lions Club anywhere are environment, vision, diabetes, and pediatric cancer, and hunger, right? We give away money for hunger. We recently, I'm sure you know that, we gave away $1,000 to the Denton Soup Kitchen.
Yes.
We gave $1,000 to the Mercer Street Friends. We gave away $1,000 to the Rise in Heightstown, our neighboring town.
Yeah.
We gave away $500 to these Boy Scouts because they wanted to have a special field in the Mercer County Park for the kids they can play in that area, special games. And we allocated another $3,400 for the Rise Against Hunger.
Yeah.
And incidentally, my wife thought that we should double that impact. So although the thought was that we'll give away 10,000 meals, my wife raised about $1,800 already, and the goal is 2,500. And hopefully, if that happens, then we can get another $1,000 from the charitable foundation of our 16J within the Central Jersey. Yeah. So we can do 20,000 meals. We can pack away, and I hope the community will come forward and join us in that effort. We want to showcase that what West Windsor can do. In terms of environment, if you go to the Nash Park, John Nash Park is right on 571 and Alexander Road, right behind the gas station.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a gazebo there, Oriental gazebo there, and our benches. We donated benches there. They donated by West Windsor Lions Club. We donated 2 tables, gaming tables. We have a checkers board and stuff like that on it, and people go and relax and play games there. We have donated to the West Windsor Township for the VFW, some structure there. We have donated to the West Windsor Lions. We have donated the computers to the library. So we are part of everybody. Every household. We are pretty much known here. We're doing amazing job, awesome job.
Yeah, and I'm fortunate to witness that happening and being a small part of it. Yeah, because yes, Lions Club is actually very much integrated into the West Windsor Township system in itself.
That's right.
So yeah. So another thing that I wanted to know is that the Lions Club has historically sponsored a variety of groups. I know that, we have done Boy Scouts, etc. So where do you see the Lions Club regarding the interactions with these groups and others?
We have no choice. West Windsor Lions have no choice. They have to be involved with these groups, these Boy Scouts. And also we have LEOs, which are high school students.
Yeah.
And the LEOs stand for Leadership, Education, and Opportunity. So we want to encourage, we want the kids to be service-minded as they grow and be the leaders, tomorrow's leaders. and they will be our lions, future lions, so to say. I hope they join. Eventually, I'm sure they will,
Yeah.
and they are joining. They are making a huge difference, especially in this pandemic time frame where we're going through the last 5-6 months now. They are doing so many awesome projects. You know, they are delivering foods to the local police departments, to the hospitals, providing PPEs and so on, GoFundMe project, and they know how to raise money. They know how to. They have the energy, so they will bring the energy and the social media uh, and the like into our club to innovate new ideas how to increase the role of service of the Lions Clubs around the world.
Yeah, that is there.
We have a
Yeah.
a Leo Club at the high school north.
Mm-hmm.
We have a Leo Club at the community level,
Mm-hmm.
which is based in mostly Plainsboro, but anybody have a right to go anywhere they want to go. And they are doing a phenomenal job. Our high school north is currently raising funds for the Westminster Arts Council. Great idea, because they will be opening up soon, and they want to make sure it is safe to open. So that they requested the Leos that if they can raise about $2,000 to provide PPEs and the plexiglass for the desk for the students just sit there, so that everything is contained and so on.
Mm-hmm.
Lions Club is very proud of them, their contribution, because they think that we must create leadership. We must inspire them to do this kind of activities. So at the last board meeting, as a matter of fact, our club set aside up to $1,000 matching dollars for them. In other words, if they can raise $1,000, club will give $1,000, so their project is completed.
Mm-hmm.
So they have created a GoFundMe project.
Mm-hmm.
The high school Leos.
Mm-hmm.
And please, if your readers can do any small donation, $5, $10, $50, whatever they can do,
Yes.
to inspire them, to encourage them, to promote the feeling of service, that'll be awesome. That'll be awesome. And they are really working hard. They are reaching out to their friends and families, and whatever social way means of reaching out to other people. You know, they're doing an amazing job.
Yes, yeah, because I know that my daughter, Megha, was a part of the Leo Club initially, and now also she is joining it, and she is really like, she loves the way the Leos, because that's the youth, that's the future leaders. And Lions Club, I'm very proud of that West Windsor Lions Club promoted so much, that our high school kids are able to be a small part in community building and help the community.
Yeah, see, we know that they have the energy, they have the enthusiasm, they have the know-how of the technology.
Yeah.
We can use those means, which we
Yeah.
don't. The older people, I have problem, honestly. Otherwise, I would have been using my databases here to give you the data, everything accurately, properly. But we can provide the experience that we have over the years.
Yes.
I'm sure this will go hand to hand with both. It's great marriage of the Leos turning Lions in the future, and then the older people can retire eventually. We have seen in our club, we have lost few members over the years, but we are bringing a new generation and younger generation, and hopefully they will carry the baton for us.
Yes, that's true. So, how do you see the Lions Club role in West Windsor in the future?
Well, Lions Club, like I said before, will continue to serve
Mm-hmm.
our town. Not only our town, our neighboring town, our neighboring state, our whole world, no matter where the need is. And since we are part of that bigger umbrella of the Lions Club International and Lions Club International Foundation, LCIF they call it, we can reach out anybody anywhere in the world. We can, if the project makes sense, meaningful, Lions Club has the full backing for them.
Yeah.
Okay. But I tell you something, what has inspired me couple of fundraisers that I came across, I can't take off my mind. I went to a club in Knowlton Township, in Blairstown, Blairstown,
Mm-hmm.
which is part of the Warren Township.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like 75, 80 miles from here. They're a fundraiser. They raffle a pickup truck, $50 tickets. They only sell 1,000 tickets,
Mm-hmm.
and they raffle a pickup truck.
Wow.
The population of the town is only about 3,500 maybe. Guess what? You have 5,000 people there in their fundraiser. 5,000 people. Not only the entire town comes there and part of their fundraising,
Mm-hmm.
the clubs in the neighborhood, they also come. The towns in the neighborhood, they also come and enjoy because they're huge. It's like hundreds of acres of land where they do this fundraising, the auctions,
Mm-hmm.
the raffle drawing. The
Yeah.
lines for the food, they're like 10 different booths for the food, 10 different
Wow.
locations to serve the food. And the
Mm-hmm.
lines are like 40, 50, 60 people in each line, everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. It's amazing. And the funds they raise, they go back to the communities, for the vision and hunger and all the projects we have, diabetes and so on. It's amazing, amazing. Another thought comes to me is Warren Township. Me and my wife, we went there and we were so happy that we were part of it. And there is maybe $70,000, $80,000 in 2 days. 2 days event, expo. They have I take it back. I think it's a 3 days event.
Oh, okay.
They have exposition where they have all different rides for the kids and so on. And they are like 100 different stalls. They pick and dart, play dart on catch a fish or something. Different games for the people. There are people selling products and so on. So all the vendors, they don't come there. They just set up the stall, and the Lions volunteer. They man those stalls.
Okay.
They only get a cutback, 15%, 20% of all of the sales. That's how there is money. It's amazing. Again, you see, it's like a mob there, policing in 2 miles area to control the traffic. That's how much participation in those towns. That's why we thought about doing something unique, packing away, doing partnership with the Rise Against Hunger, and
Yes.
pack away 20,000 meals. I hope that is realized very soon. Hope the COVID is lifted soon, and we get back to normal life again. We want to see that. We want to see our entire town come and participate and help us, join hands with us.
Yeah. Yeah. No, true. And I've seen the community feeling in our town completely. Like,
Yeah.
I've been a part of the community of West Windsor, and it's amazing. Like,
It's going to promote friendship.
yeah.
It's going to promote friendship and loyalty and a feeling of serving others,
Yeah.
the needy people. It's amazing.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
So, what are the most memorable moments in your involvement with the Lions Club?
Oh, well, I touched a couple of them already.
Yeah.
But the very first one, which connected me to the Lions Club, was when my first visitation of the Lions Club meeting at the Bog restaurant, going back in 1995.
Oh,
December of 1995, first Wednesday of December. And the very first housekeeping they do before they do their agenda is, of course, the flag salute and they have something called Lions Toast.
mm-hmm.
You remember that, right?
Yes, yes, of course.
So the Lions Toast. Now, the reason I'm saying that is 95, the population, the Asian population, or let's say the Indian population, was only about 200 families back those days.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So it was good to see that you are welcome into a club. And I was the first Indian to join the West Windsor Lions Club. There was only one other black family who joined the Lions Club. And these people, the club members, embraced, they gave us such a huge warm welcome. And the toast was the signature. It says, "Here is to you, Not above you, not beneath you, but with you. That means we are on the same platform. We are equal. We are all equal. Awesome. I can never forget that feeling, honestly. To me, it's better than a 25th anniversary or 50th anniversary champagne toast.
Yeah,
And this toast we enjoy every meeting.
every meeting.
Every meeting.
And this, yeah, I agree with you, because when I also heard it for the first time, and the way the warmth is in the Lions Club, it is nowhere to be found.
You feel
And
warm. You feel like you're part of the
and
family. It's like a family group.
and especially I'll talk about the West Windsor Lions Club, that, the
Yeah,
warmth that I felt here is like your home.
yeah,
And
yeah.
the commitment to the community is a lot in every member of Lions Club of West Windsor.
Yeah.
So this is something that I've personally seen and felt. So I am really proud of this
If
fact.
I may add, the other thing is shaking the can for raising. It's called white cane.
Yeah.
Idea is to raise money for those causes, the vision cause or something. That was the original cause, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Lions Club started with the only one cause, the
Yeah.
vision.
Yeah.
Helen Keller challenged the Lions to be the Knights of the Blind.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why our main focus is vision, and then became into hearing, and then diabetes and other environment and hunger came along the way. Uh, but when I went there first time to do a fundraiser for in front of a grocery store, McCaffrey, if I have not mistaken, uh, we had a lion by the name Ron Razer.
Mm-hmm.
If you remember this, if you know this, the park across from the high school in the south,
Yeah.
field is
Yeah.
under his name, Ron Razer Arboretum.
Oh,
That's under his name.
okay. Wow.
Yeah, and the other park is also a name of the lion. I forgot the name now. I apologize. There was our community park at Southfield Road, by Southfield Road and South Mill Road and that park, community park with the water park.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's also Burnt Midland. He was also a member of the Lions Club. He's under his name.
Wow.
Yes, because these are the people. They're the pioneers. They have devoted. I mean, there's immense energy in them.
Yes.
They are everywhere, serving all day and night. Anybody needs any help? Yes, I'm here to help. I'll go. These are the kind of people. So Ron Roger, we will have 3 or 4 shifts. He will come and collect the money. And then we had like 3 different locations. We are here, we are in Lawrenceville, ShopRite, and so on. So he will just collecting money and make sure money is safe. We were working very hard, collecting dimes and nickels and dollars. Nowadays, people go to give out dollars and $5 and $10. So people are very generous, and we are so thankful to the West Windsor Lions population. They are very, very generous people.
Yeah.
We go away with like $500 or something. We raise $500 more
Yeah.
in a day at one of these locations.
Yes.
So these people have inspired you so much in your life. Amazing service act of service.
Yes, that is true. And you have been an integrate part of the Lions Club of West Windsor community as such. And definitely, I would say that you are one of the inspirations for me and many other people like me. Because the thing is that in West Windsor, we are fortunate to have people like you who have been working for the community and with the community. And that's what make our path easier, and we know where exactly we want to move forward. So it must have been tough for you to dig a path for yourself, but it's easy for people like us.
Honestly, it was not a tough journey. It's just if you take the first step,
Yeah.
people really want you to come forward and be part of the community. It's a great town. That's the beauty of our town. Like I said, we raise money for police department.
Yeah.
Just go there. Hey, what we can do? Is there something we can help you with? That's all you need to do. And they will give some project to work on.
Yes.
And same thing goes with the fire department. The same thing goes with the rescue squad. We had rescue squad before. We did fundraising for them.
Mm-hmm.
So, but thank you so much for the opportunity here. Uh, I think the Lions Club was my medium to reach out to to be what I am today. Honestly, it
Yeah.
gave me all the benefits. Gave me all the energy and the enthusiasm, and it made my character. Put this way, I appreciate
Yes.
that.
No,
I'm
thank
very
you
proud to
so
be a Lion.
much on behalf of Voices of West Windsor. I'm really grateful that you are a part of this project of ours. It's just a very small initiative to bring, like, everybody together under the same platform.
It's a great idea. Great idea. I'm very proud of you. You're connecting the world with the Westminster and the
Yeah.
voices of the Westminster. So this way you have, I understand the Historical Society of Westminster is also
Yes.
joining hands with you, which is
Yes.
awesome.
Yes.
And if I may add, uh, the Skank House, I don't know if, so it's right away across from our Bog restaurant,
Yeah.
the Skank House there, historical house. Indian Voice of Westminster had a capsule there on the opening day. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, we have a history together then.
I have my pictures back those days also, and
Oh, yeah.
we are connected, and
Yeah.
not just me. I'm not the only one. There are many people like me
Yeah.
who are part of the mainstream, really.